Before we begin our podcast, we'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land we're recording on. For Cass, it's the Borrigagal people, and for Hailey, it's the Dharawal people.
After 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth. Hi there, this is not Jennifer Coolidge, and that was my audition for Rita Repulsa in the new Power Rangers Gay Force. It's all full of homosexuals. Anyways, I'm not sure if I can talk about that. So in the meantime, listen to Drag Me Out Official and talk about that with your friends.
This video is not sponsored by Jennifer Coolidge or Power Rangers, but supported by a flaming Midwestern homosexual with nothing better to do at this time.
And listen to the podcast, dumbass.
Hi. Welcome to Drag Me Out. I'm finally Cass again.
She's alive. And I'm Hailey. And I'm going to be so busy over the next couple of days sitting at the computer.
Yeah.
Getting
But at least I'm
headaches.
alive now to talk. At least I'm alive now to talk shit for the next however long you think this episode should be for.
Well, I had like 3 replacements waiting.
I know. I saw the messages. I saw the messages. I was on my phone like this, going, "Just take it. just take. Oh, I better let them know I'm not dead yet." But, you know.
No, I had you already replaced.
I know you had me offered, but you replaced me with just about everybody that we know.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
that's all right. That's all right.
Well, at least I didn't do it behind your back.
Oh no! You did it in the group chat. It was great.
Yeah.
So,
besides that,
it's been a few weeks. It's been a few weeks. I was going to ask you how was yours, because my one's going to take most of the episode.
Yeah. So my week, I'm in my errors, as everyone should be. Like everyone was walking the duck, and you know what? I'm in my errors, and they're going to stay for a little while.
You're in your errors.
This week, I'm in my hairless era. So I got laser for the first time. I don't know why I haven't done it sooner.
Doesn't hurt, right?
Doesn't hurt. It took I think one arm was 30, like not my arm, but my armpit. One arm was 30 seconds, the other one, same thing. And then, my private areas, no behind, just the front part. That was probably about 2 minutes. Like it wasn't, and it didn't hurt. It kind of like I could smell burning hair. Is that normal?
Yeah.
Okay. I could smell burning hair, and then I kind of felt like I smelled like I had burning hair for quite some time. But anyway, I'm in my hairless era, and then I'm in my beauty era next week. So I'm getting Botox, just purely preventative. I found some more lines. See, look at those lines. I found them.
Actually, that's a bit of a nasty one.
Yeah, right.
But the thing is, because I don't believe that you need it. I don't believe that I believe that the lines are the roadmap to your face, right? But you only have the line when you make the line.
Exactly. And that's what the Botox does, is it stops you from making that line. Which
what have I
stops
got?
you.
I'm actually not bad.
No, you're not bad. Like this one across is new.
Yeah, that's a Grand Canyon, mate.
So I'm not super impressed about that. So that's why
you're in your Grand Canyon era.
Those of you listening, we're just playing with our 4 headlines. Purely preventative, stops you from making those, because I tend to do that a lot, like without realizing, I guess. So just going to stop from doing that. Get it every 3-4 months. Hopefully it freezes the aging process. Hopefully. But yes, this is my year of beauty. Next year's my year will be I'm getting my teeth fixed and I'm going to get my boobs done. So I need someone to die for that to happen, because I need some money. So
I was going to say, do you need a boob transplant?
No.
But you need someone to die so you can inherit?
Yes, correct.
You could always put away the savings from not doing Botox.
gonna give me enough. It's only every 4 months, and it's like $200.
Is it really?
Yeah,
It's
it's pretty cheap.
$200 for Botox.
Yeah. So
Is that
they go per unit. So
right?
obviously, the older you get, the more units you're gonna need.
Mhm.
But when she had a look, she's like, oh, it's $11 a unit, and you get like 20 units or something like that, if that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So the whole unit, like the whole $200 just isn't in one go. You keep going back, like when you do laser, like face laser and stuff.
No, so it'll cut no, so it's 20 units in one hit.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
what she'll use, and it's like $250 or something like that every 3-4 months.
Right.
So it's not
Because
enough
I
to get
thought
a
that I
blowjob.
was going to need it. I thought I was going to need it.
Mhm.
Right. Not that I wanted to, but or anything like that. But remember how we were talking about my
Mhm.
ventriloquist lines?
Mhm.
Well, they're kind of going. They're kind of going. Even the dog agrees. They're
Yeah,
kind of going.
he agrees.
Yeah. Because I've actually lost quite a bit of weight over the last couple of weeks.
Well, you look like I was gonna do a weight update, but we can do that after we talk about your week. I do have some musings. They'll be quick, but we'll talk about your week.
No,
Just
please. Your musings,
I was gonna
please.
say you could spread out your week between the next 3 episodes in 3 days.
I could, but some of them run into each other, I think.
All right. So my musings.
Yeah.
Fish didn't work, but I don't know if I didn't fully commit that I wasn't a fish. Hiccuping.
Yeah, I told a nurse about it.
Yeah. I don't know if like I had the hiccups and I was like, I am not a fish. I am not a fish. And they kept coming. So I don't know. I don't know if I was fully committed because I was watching something where they were swimming. So I was
Right.
like, I could be a fish. So I don't think my brain wanted to be fully committed to not being a fish. So maybe that I didn't have the brain power to stop them. Anyway, that was just my thoughts. I'll try it again when I do have
Fair
hiccups.
enough.
Mine was a lot about words this week. Like my favorite word as a
Okay.
child was gumption. What was your favorite word?
As a child, what was my favorite word? It's a very good question. I think I had one specifically, and if I do, because I'm so old, I don't remember it anymore. And my grasp of language in general is not very good.
Mhm.
Not very goodly at all.
Well, I was
Um,
walking past my house, that shop that seems to always have sales on and a closing down sale, but they never actually
Never
close down.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what word I love is haberdashery. Love saying it. Love thinking about it. Love buying it. Haberdashery.
Haberdashery.
Makes me sound posh. Anyway, I renamed a few things this week. So
Can I
yeah,
just
yeah.
interject for 1 second? Can I
Yes, go.
just tell you what my favorite word is now?
Yes, go. Yeah.
And I learnt it as part of my job.
Hemorrhoids. Okay.
Phlebotomist.
Oh, the blood people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Phlebotomists who practice the
fun to
art
say.
of phlebotomy. It's great to say, especially when you get it right, because you sound really smart.
But I feel it should be something to do with the bump.
Phlebotomy.
Yeah. Like you got too much gas. Oh, it's got the phlebotomy.
Yeah. Yeah. Experiencing a bit of the phlebs. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of the phlebs.
Bless the phlebs. Yeah.
So, yes, I've renamed a few things. So from now on, cucumbers shall be known as vegan sausages.
Vegan sausages.
Yep.
Right.
Sticky tape.
Sticky
tape will be known as unidirectional bonding strips. Thank you, Toy Story.
Unidirectional. Okay.
Petrol, which I've used this a few times now, will be known as transport sauce.
Transport sauce.
Yep.
Okay.
Cemeteries will be known as dead people gardens. And that's what I've renamed this week.
What about dead people villas? Because they have the crypts as well.
They could be
Dead people resorts.
Yeah. I thought that was like heaven / the afterlife.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that was my musings this week. It was a lot of words. Next episode, celebrity musings.
Celebrity musings.
Yes, very celebrity based.
Oh, you definitely had a lot to do the last couple of weeks, didn't you?
I did, because somebody was too busy to film.
How lazy am I, right?
I know.
Yeah, sorry about that. Much appreciating your effort, though, gotta say.
Been working. Your week?
That's great. Any more musings?
No, that's it for this week.
Okay. So we're going to spread it out over a couple of episodes. But I think the top 4 or 5 stories can handle this episode. I got more. Tons more. Okay. Because it wasn't exactly, we need to acknowledge the fact that we haven't been on for 3 weeks.
Yes.
Okay. And the reason being was because obviously I had the surgery. I had the gallbladder removed and everything was okay. I only had to stay the overnight. That was fine. Got some end one. Tie me over. And usually after a surgery, I take like 2 a day. And then like after 2 or 3 days, I stop. And I go, okay, I don't need it anymore. And find out whether or not I need it. Right? Because sometimes it's masking nothing. And you're just getting that nice little buzz and everything's all fine. And you don't. I mean, it's a Schedule 8 drug. Like it's an opioid. It's addictive. It's, and I don't want to be that person. And so what happened was I got to day 3 and I was still experiencing pain. So took some more and then ran out. And I thought, okay, what I'll do is I'll get in contact with my GP and get him to give me some more because the pain was it was still there. I had no appetite, no nothing leading up to the surgery, no appetite, nothing. And then I went to go onto the Hot Doc app to schedule an appointment and he's off until the 26th of April. And I was like, well, shit. And so I looked around and I still had some Panadine Fort left. So I took those and I got to the last 2 and it was Sunday night and it became really like the pain became very centered and excruciating. And I took 2 of them and I got my wife to rub my back and I felt a little bit better. I went to sleep that night and, I was on and off sleeping, but I've been on and off because I still couldn't get comfortable because of the surgery because I had like 4 cuts with internal stitches and stuff. And so we get to the Monday morning and it's about 10 a.m. and the pain started to come back and it was really, really, really bad. And I went, oh, this can't be good. Try and write it out if I can. And I couldn't. And I thought, when you go to those stupid places in your head and you go, I'll have a shower. That'll make it feel better. And it didn't make it feel better at all. And then I ended up throwing my guts up and it got to about midday. And I said to my mum, well, throwing my guts up, I mean, I dry reached for half an hour. And then I ended up ringing up my mum and I said, look, I'm going to the hospital. The wife was here. She had to look after the dogs. And I'm like, I've got to go to the hospital. So we go to the hospital and I go to the hospital, called an Uber. His name was Albert. I don't know why I remember it. His name was Albert. I got in there and it was so bad that they rushed me in straight away and hooked me up to everything and took my bloods and whatnot. And once they ruled out the heart and they looked at everything and they looked at my bloods and whatnot, they started to become very, very concerned. And I ended up having to stay in the emergency department of Northern Beaches Hospital for 20 hours before they admitted me to a room. 20 hours in ED. Okay. So 2 things in particular happened. Okay. So I'm laying in the bed, minding my own business. I got the morph and I've got the end one going at the same time. They're coming over quite a lot to check to see if I was okay because I was not well. But next to me in the bed, obviously with the petition between us, is old love, who's 92 years old. God love her. I will never forget this story for as long as I live, right? She's 92. So they've brought her in, and, you know, when the nurse and the doctors come in and they start asking the questions like, are you a smoker? Are you this? Say that, right? So they get to, are you a drinker? Do you drink? And she says to me, yes, I do. So she said to, not to me, to the doctor or the nurse, yes, I do. And they said to her, oh, good, okay, and how many do you drink? And I am not exaggerating when I do this, all right? This is exactly how it happened. It's not the morphine in the end one, like, recollection. This actually happened. She said, how many do you drink? And she said, I drink 2 bottles of gin per week, just like the Queen Mother. And I lost it. I was pissing myself laughing. And so she finished with her, but the whole time I'm doing the math in my head. As a non-drinker, it took me a while to figure it out. And so when the woman, because there were 2 women in there with her, and one came around in to talk to me. So I don't know which one was actually doing the whole conversation with her. And so they started to ask me the same questions. I'm like, yeah, I'm not a drinker. And I said to her, you know the lady in the thing next to me? And she goes, yeah. And I went, is that 2 standard bottles or was that 2 hip flasks? And she goes, oh, I didn't think to ask that. So she goes back and she says to her, oh, whatever her name was, I can't remember. Is that a standard bottle of drink or is that a hip flask? And she goes, it's a standard bottle of gin. So I went, oh, because there's 750 mils.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Is it Bombay
So
Sapphire? What is it? Tito's? Is that a gin?
Oh, it was Gordon's.
Gordon's? Okay, yep.
Because she said to her, oh, which gin was it? And she goes, Gordon's. I'm obviously just like the Queen Mother. I don't know. So she comes back in and I heard it. And I said to her, that's 750 mils. And she goes, yeah. And I said, that's 1.5 litres of gin per week. And she went, yeah. And I went, that's about 8 drinks a day.
Yeah, I'd have to
7 drinks a day.
I'd have to
right?
sit down and do the math. But yeah, yeah.
Because if you work it out, right, a nip is about 30 mils.
Mm.
So 30 into 1.5 litres is 50.
I think she's having like a 60 ml nip with ice, I think.
Right? But when you work it out, it works out to I can't
Oh, it's
exactly
a lot.
remember the math.
Like you're
It's like 7 or
you're a
8.
functioning alcoholic at this point.
Exactly. And she said, she's going, well, she's doing pretty good for 92. And I went, because she's pickled.
Yeah, pickled, yeah.
She's pickled. I'm the one having liver problems and she's the one drinking for them. What? Because the whole thing was, and we'll get further into it, I had very, very significant liver issues as a what's the word I'm looking for? Complication of the surgery. Right. So that was that. And I was fine. And I was the youngest person in the ED for the entire 20 hours by about 35 years. And I was stationed, my bed was directly where the nurses and doctors all sit. And I had lovely doctors and lovely nurses and all of that. But next to me on the other side was Ray. Ray was about 75, 80, and he had dementia, bless his heart. And he'd been very physical when he first came in. I wasn't here for that. I wasn't there for that, but he was very physical. He had an altercation with another patient, and he'd had an altercation with some of the staff. Okay,
which is not okay.
Dementia, it's not okay, but he's got he's got dementia.
Yes, which they tend to go quite violent in their ladies.
Quite violent.
Yeah.
So he's in the bed next to me. All right. They want to feed him, doesn't want to eat. He's decided that he's just going to piss in any bottle he can find and does that. And that's fine. And I can hear the whole thing going on. And I'm laying there, fucking dripped up, got the morph going, got the endone going, got all of this. I can't move because I'm hooked, can't do anything. They ended up having to get a security guard, and the security guard had to go to the bathroom. That's not the security guard's fault. So, but what they did was they replaced him with a nurse. So there was someone there. And he's going, I've got to take a piss. And she's going, we'll get you a bottle. And he's going, I don't want to piss in the bottle. I want to piss in the toilet like a man. Fair call. And she says, okay. So she gets him up and starts to walk him. And so they had most of my curtain closed, but I could see to my right-hand side out, and there was probably a gap of about a foot. And I heard this noise and I looked up, and there's good old Ray just pissing up against the wall. Yeah. He's got dementia.
Okay, yeah, I know. Just people are gross. Go
So
on.
the other nurses try to get him to come back, and the doctors try to get him to come back. And then he decided that my section, my bed, was where he wanted to go. So he opens up the curtain. I'm laying there with the dripping arm going, I can't move.
Fuck off, Ray.
They're trying to not physically detain him because they don't want him to
Or just agitate, yeah.
violate, right? So I'm laying there and I've done this. I've gone, don't even fucking think about it, Ray. And he has decided he wants to push past the nurses and grabs onto the end of my bed. He tries to get into bed with me because he thinks that my bed is the toilet. He goes, I just want to take a piss. And I'm going, Ray, don't do it, Ray. Holding on to the IV pole, thinking I'm going to have to do a runner. And they're going, no, come on, Ray, come on, Ray, come on, Ray. So security guards come back by then, can see everything that's going on. They've managed to, the security guard has grabbed his hand and actually managed to reef it off my bed. And he's going, I just want to go for a piss. And security guard's going, come on, I'll take you for a piss. And the nurse is going, you don't understand. He just did it. And they all turned around to the wall, and there's just like this wet patch on the wall. So someone's come to clean it up and everything. And so then, because I was there for 20 hours and I wanted to sleep, I had to try to fall asleep, but I'm next to Ray. So every time I just managed to drift off, that's when Ray decides that he wants to yell the place down. And it was almost every 2 hours on the mark. I'd be like, okay, everything's all nice and quiet now. You can go to sleep. And I'd start to close my eyes, and I'd just, when you go into that really drifty la-la land?
Yeah.
And I hear this, what the fuck do you think you're fucking doing? To the security guard. So I was just like laying there going, shit, Ray's awake and so am I. So they eventually got a bed for me, and I was taken up to the lovely ward 5C in bed 7. And that's where I got to spend the next 8 days. 8 whole days. Just in my trying not to die era. Getting pumped through up to the eyeballs with endone and 2 specific kind of antibiotics that can only be administered in hospital. And yeah, I mean, I've got more stories and I'm saving them because we've got a couple of episodes to cover. But that was Cass in hospital part 1.
We're in season 1. Can't wait for episode 2.
Yeah, but I'll just finish it off. I'm still very tired and very weak, but I'm going to be okay now. It was very scary, but I think the doctor actually said the fact that I didn't drink helped.
Fair enough.
Because it was a liver issue.
Right.
The fact that I didn't drink at all didn't add to the complication.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was my week.
So I want to move on. To what's bursting our pancreas. I'm going to go first because I feel like I know what yours is, and I want to go first because mine's light. I feel yours is heavy.
Okay, hang on a second. You feel mine is heavy?
Yeah.
Oh, my pancreas.
All right. So
Okay. So what burst your pancreas?
this week I went ridiculous with the clothes. But like I said, quick weight update. I'm just under 80 kilos. I'm in a size 12. So I've gone
Wow.
from about a size 24 to 26, obviously depending on the brands, to a size 12. And people are like, oh, don't buy clothes till you get, to your goal weight. And I'm like, but I need clothes. I look like I'm homeless because all my clothes are down to my knees because my stomach would stop them. But now it does not. So it just goes down to my knees. I know, first world problems. So I was like, you know what? I need to find a few bits and pieces. I got a few events coming up. So I was like, all right, I'll go have a shop in Wollongong. I got a couple of hours. So I was having a look at different stores and couldn't find anything. Like, I wasn't looking for anything in particular, but if I saw it, I'd be like, yes, I want that. So I went into a few stores. I pretty much just walked around every store being like, no, not for me. No, not for me. And then I got to H&M. What is it? What's H&M? It's very confusing. Are they slutty? Are they businessy? Are they for kids? Because there's shit everywhere. I don't understand it. This is my pancreas. Can't I just walk into a store where it's like pants are on the left, shirts are next to them? Then we go to jackets. Then we go to maybe skirts. Then we go to dresses, just in one section. Like, I feel like I was walking in zigzags trying to find an entire outfit, like pants, whatever. It was very confusing. It gave me sensory overload. Funny enough, went into JJ's, found exactly what I wanted. I want a couple pair of jeans. I bought heaps of stuff from the clearance rack. It was just cute little, like, I bought a Friends shirt. Haven't really had the, like, because they're quite tight, so I haven't really had the confidence to wear tight t-shirts. Found a cute little sort of Stranger Things kind of themed. I'm in my matching tracksuit era, so I bought a matching tracksuit. It was great.
Yep.
But yeah, that's like, why can't they just be normal? Like, I don't care if it looks pretty. I just want to find the clothes that I want to find. That's why JJ's is fun, because it's like jeans are here, shirts are here, tracksuits are on the table. Like, there's no surprises.
It used to be like that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. What is it? Why do people do this?
I don't know, but it's one of the things that I kind of, God, I'm going to sound bougie when I say this. I go to Warringah Mall, and they have, I can't remember if it's Maya or David Jones. Does David Jones even exist anymore?
It does. There's one in
Right.
Wollongong. It's
Right.
probably
But-
Maya.
But I'm going to say it's one of the reasons why I kind of like going through, even if I don't buy anything, David Jones and Maya, because they kind of sort of don't do it. What they do is they go by brand.
Yes, they do, which I used to work in Maya, and it was
And it
by
works.
brand, and it works because even if it's in brand, it's still shirts are here, pants are here,
Exactly.
whatever you need, and it's in that brand. And it's because I guess it works like that because you get to a certain age and you know what style you like. Whereas I'm at the
Yeah.
age now where I need to change my style because my style before was I'm fat, I want to hide it. Now it's I want to wear skin tight stuff. Yeah, I have a little bit of a belly, but I'm gonna have that. It's just a mum thing. Like, I get over it.
You got 2 kids, mate.
Yeah, so I don't care about that. I'll wear 2 pairs of Spanx. I'll be uncomfortable. I won't be able to pee all night, but I don't care. I look good. So, and that's how I want to dress. But it's like, it's really hard to go into a store like H&M and not be able to find an entire outfit because everything's everywhere. What are they? Like, they were like cheap and expensive. It was very confusing.
Because I'm in the phase of, I want to, because I still got more to go. I'm 119.7.
Under that 20,
I
120.
broke it. I finally
at
broke it.
120.
Thank you, nearly dying. That's pretty much what it came down to.
Nil to mouth for 8 days.
Yeah, nil by mouth for a long, long time. So yeah, I've finally broken it, and I have actually gone from a 9XL, but you know, I always wore my clothes loose anyway.
Correct. But we
But it was
do
like
as bigger.
Yeah, but it
people.
was an 8 or a 9XL down to I am a slightly tighter XL. I sit on 2XL because I actually like clothing loose because
Yeah.
I don't like anything that feels restrictive. Never have.
Mhm.
So I mean, what have I lost? Like 8 clothing sizes. A lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like
Right.
literally, if I lose another, I'm doing quick math. If I lose another 14 kilos, I'll be half the size I was. Literally half, which I don't want to lose that much because I feel like that'll make me look really sick. But I've got another month and a bit to go until I'm at my 1 year. I've started back at the gym, so hopefully that starts to tone me up a little bit. And I will do a body scan to get my mass. But anyway, back to my pancreas. Sweet shit out H&M.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't understand. I don't get it.
Don't bother. Don't bother.
So it's
Half the
not,
shit is shit anyway.
yeah, it's not my style of clothing. I won't be going in there again. I tried it. No, I'm going to stick to JJ's, and I'm actually going to have a look at Just Jeans. I spent a lot of money in JJ's, so I had to leave. I've already bought 2 more sets of things coming. I had a package. I've basically spent over $700 on just clothes in the last week or 2, but I need it. I don't have any clothes. But yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, that's my pancreas. What's yours? I think I know. Go.
Well, let me just preface this by saying that pancreas had a bit of a workout during my hospital era because it was all around the same thing. So I tried not to let it burst as much as it probably should have. I mean, Ray should have sent me right over the edge, but I was in my morphine end one era. So I was really caring. Where do you start? Where do you start with this pancreas? Because you know exactly what I'm going to talk about, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start.
You know what? Run down the situation.
Okay, so a very, very good friend of ours, we will not name names.
Nope.
Okay. So a very, very good friend of ours said that they weren't feeling very well today based on news. I asked what it was, but I had a fair idea on what the news was going to be.
I didn't know
And
the way that they said it was
maybe
I
someone in the
got
family
news or
died.
I read news. So I
Yeah.
didn't know if like it was in the news or they got personal news. That's what
Yeah.
I didn't understand. Yeah.
I had a feeling that that's what it was about, but I didn't want to be presumptuous.
Mhm.
So there was an article in 10 News First Melbourne, which was shared on social media today. That's how I had a fair idea. And it says, children's drag event cancelled over threatening messages. A colouring event hosted by drag queens at a local Bayside cafe was forced to cancel after it was swamped with threatening messages. The Chelsea Rebel Cafe did not go ahead, and we're fucking calling them out because that's just grow a fucking set. The Chelsea Rebel Cafe did not go ahead with the Easter-themed event after a string of online messages left the owner concerned for the drag performers' safety. I get that bit.
Yeah.
I do. But
Hire some
actually,
security.
the whole argument could go either way. Heightened security, exactly.
Yeah.
Anti-drag activists claimed they tried to find license numbers and addresses of the performers through Vic Roads' registration database. The cafe regularly hosts nighttime drag queen events for adults, but organised the Easter event at the request of their customers. Where do you start? Where do you start?
Like I understand why the cafe wanted to cancel it. I get it. Like
Oh, you know what? Because it's a safety concern for the
there's
kids.
children and there's drag performers, and I'm not saying that
Exactly.
people were going to target the children, but they could have been caught in the crossfire, and you never know with
Exactly.
crazy people. Like,
and that's why I said the argument can go either way for the cafe, and that's fine. What I'm saying when I say where do you start with this is the fucking idiots who are making these threats. They are threatening the safety of our friends. And now they're talking about stalking them, finding out their license and like their license numbers and whatnot, to be able to find out their residences, their residencies. I can't even speak English properly. I'm so incensed by all of this. We have personally threatened to go down and become bodyguards and key cars, slash fucking tires, and I'll smash a face or two in if I have to.
I'm not threatening violence because I don't want to be held accountable for anything.
No, but I'm saying I will smack a face in if someone decides they want to smack mine in first.
Look, I know I'm almost
That's what
half my
I'm saying.
size, but I will sit on people. It'll still hurt. Okay?
Absolutely. It's just, it broke my heart, because this friend in particular is now scared to do their job.
Yeah.
Concerned for their safety in their own home now. They're concerned for their safety in their own home.
And the other thing is
they're
that
not doing anything.
the people need to understand about drag is that it is not easy. So 99% of drag queens absolutely love their job, because you have to. You have to love that job to do that job. I'm sorry, but you got to love a job where you got to tuck your penis up into your butthole. Like, how many people can say they do that for fun? No. They love well, yeah. Kink shaming. I'm not kink shaming. You do you.
No.
But it's when they want to spread awareness to kids. Like, I wish that there was something around here that would do that. You know what? I'm gonna get onto that. I know some cafe owners and I know some drag queens that would love to do that. I'm gonna get on that. You watch.
But the thing is, this whole cafe thing with the drag hour colouring in thing, it was at the request of customers. It wasn't like they just went, let's put on an event.
And I'm sorry, but they weren't forcing children to go down. Like, their parents were like, hey, let's do something super fun with drag queens. Like, they weren't dragging kids down in handcuffs being like, draw with these queens. No, their parents were allowing it to happen.
And here's the thing. This is what's happening. Ben de la Creme was on MSNBC. And Ben de la Creme said something that resonated with me so well. And she said it so succinctly. It was really hard for anybody to put up an argument. Okay. She said, what is happening is with the politicians and now these fucking idiots in Melbourne, they are telling you how to parent. They're making the decision for you.
They're also attempting to commit a crime.
Yeah, but they're making the decision for you. What they're saying is that you can't parent well enough to decide whether or not your children go to this. They're going to make the decision for you. That's what they're doing. That's what these politicians in the US are doing, and that's what these idiots here are doing. They're not allowing you to make the decision for yourself on what is best for your child. They're saying, we're making the decision. This is a complete Handmaid's Tale thing bullshit going on. We're telling you how you should do things. We're telling you how to parent. That's what they're doing. What they're fearful of is if people are free thinking and go, fuck you, I'll do it myself, they become irrelevant. And the moment they become irrelevant, they don't exist anymore. The bullies don't exist. But because they're doing this with a children's event, obviously something needs to be done and something needs to happen, because there is the safety of the performers and there is the safety of the children. But it won't stop at this Easter colouring in event. It will continue on to further events.
Because they won. They let them win.
But this was a battle. You have to choose your battle when it comes to this.
Of course. But I'm saying they let them win this one. So they're just going to continue, and it's probably going to get worse.
And my concern is just for their general well-being right now, when nothing has happened. because I'm telling you now, if it was me, I would be scared. I'd be scared to go to my next gig. But we're talking about fucking assholes who are now threatening the privacy of the person. You know, you can't sit down and, you know, kick back and watch Untucked or anything like that. You know, there's a chance some fucking 25-year-old neo-Nazi fucking idiot who doesn't even have the balls to show his face, you know, comes bashing down the door and starts fucking gay bashing in and all that
You know,
stuff. Like,
if they put half the effort into fucking finding actual pedophiles and groomers, we wouldn't have any of them left. Stalk
right?
those ass faces instead. Seriously. They're on.
But this is all lack
some
of
watch list.
education.
Oh,
This
of
is
course.
all lack of all of this is lack of education.
And it is resonated in the American education system, for one. They only learn about themselves in history. They don't learn about anything else. You have to specially go to different classes for that. And even then, because there's such a vast history of American history, like it's huge, they only learn about themselves. And the education system here is outdated as well. Like, why are we teaching kids? I don't know. I can't think of an example right now, but stuff that they're not going to use. Teach me how to do my taxes. Teach me how to write a resume. Teach me how to do a cover letter. Stuff that is, teach me how to vote. When you don't educate, you bring up ignorant children. Education is super important, and the right education.
It's just bursting my pancreas because it's affecting our friends.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's affecting our friends in our backyard. You know, we're so isolated down here that you just go, it's happening up north. Who gives a shit? Well, it's in our backyard now.
Yeah.
And I already had the shits about this, but the fact that it's in our backyard and it's affecting our friends.
And their mental health.
Their mental health. And when I say our friends, they're like family to us now. Like, we have group chats with them. And it breaks my heart. It really does. These people who are doing the things that they love, and they just, God, they just want to just leave them alone.
They just want to spread joy. That's it.
Going to a drag show makes me happy.
Exactly.
It makes me happy.
Watching drag shows, watching anything to do with drag, which I bought Binge myself, if anyone's listening, and I'm watching Trixie Motel. I have not commandeered anybody's password for these purposes.
She has not commandeered mine at all.
No, I did not create my own profile on someone else's.
I've been in hospital.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No idea.
Segue. Okay, pancreas bursted.
Pancreas bursted.
Can we talk about Drag Race? Because I've been dying to talk about it. Dying.
Let's do it.
All right. We're going to talk about the Rusical. I know we're a couple of weeks late, but we're gonna make up for it. We promise. Let's go through the Rusical.
So, we're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race.
The
Rusical.
engines. Yeah, so we say goodbye to Marsha in the previous.
Because of Lucy DeLuca's stupid song. By Marsha.
I love Selena's confessional, where she's like, she should have gone home sooner. Can we just talk about Mistress's errors? I wrote them all down.
Sure.
So she's in her angel era.
Yep.
She's end of her congenial era and entering her chaotic era.
Yes.
Selena wants her to be in her skinny era.
Yes.
Shady. I think that was all the errors that I had written.
What was that? Bitch, when are you going to get into a skinny era?
I love Selena. I think is going to do quite well. Like Katja and Trixie's confessionals were always the funniest, and they've done so well since RuPaul's, so I think Selena's gonna actually do really well just because of how funny she is.
Free
She's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, so and sorry, Mistress is out of her emotional era.
Right.
Yes, because people were crying and she's like, I'm out of my emotional era.
National era. Yeah.
She told Lucy to stop crying. Again, what a surprise. Lucy cries again.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you feel about the Rusical Wig Loose?
I actually thought it was okay. I thought it was good. I applaud the luminous SASHA COLBY for taking the role that was male.
Mm-hmm.
Clive?
Carl?
Carl?
Mm-hmm.
Where it turns out that SASHA COLBY, whether she be dressed as a male or a female, is hot.
I love that. I think Carl's kind of hot.
And I thought it was good. I thought it was cute. It was kind of like a protest musical.
Like it was
Kinda,
very
sorta.
fitting.
There was no bad performer.
Forgettable was Lux. I
Yeah,
didn't.
but I said there was no bad performer.
No. I didn't say there's a bad performer.
Forgettable is totally different. It was fucking Lux.
Yeah.
Bitch just won't go.
Oh, and how is she like, well, I gave Lucy the role. Like it was hers.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. I honestly thought Lucy did good. I liked it.
Lucy actually was very, very good.
I don't know why there's
Very,
this...
very good. Like Lucy got into it.
Yeah, I thought Mistress should have won though.
No, I agree with the winner.
Who was the winner again?
It was Anitra,
Again?
wasn't it?
I thought it was Sasha.
Mm-mm.
No.
It was Anitra because she did the lip sync as the mother that really resonated with everybody.
Sorry, Anitra won as Mama Bacon. There it is there. So, yes, I liked that, but I think that Preacher Teacher was a very good character. Like, I think Mistress played that really well, and I think that it should have been a joint win between Anitra and Mistress. I think they both should have won that. That's just me, not a judge. I don't think so. I don't think that Lucy should have lip synced. I think Lux should have lip synced.
Yep.
Lucy was up the front. She did very well. She knew her lines.
Yep. And she was getting into it.
Yeah. And
because she even knew herself. She even said herself before we saw the Rusical part, she goes, I really went for this role, so I'm really gonna have to go for this role.
Yeah.
And she actually did really good.
I don't see how she was in the bottom. I don't get it.
Probably the runway.
Look, the runway wasn't great. It wasn't glove-tacular.
No.
Neither was Selena's.
But neither was Lux, though.
No, I fucking hated it. A denim jacket. No. Bad.
No, it was fly girl pants, like black fly girl pants with like red rope on it or something, a white shirt, and her arms were in fucking cast with the same wig that Mistress wore when she came out as Destiny's Child on one of those dummies that was on her shoulder. It's the same wig.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was. So I think that Lux, her outfit was shit. She should have been at the bottom. Her performance was forgettable. And I don't know why they kept it. Like they kept her. I don't get it. But can I say that Running Up That Hill is my favorite song. It's the theme song to Stranger Things. That's when I was first introduced to this song, and I fucking love it. Gives me goosebumps every time I listen to it. Can't listen to it after I shave my legs because they just sprout back up again. Love it. Love Kate Bush. Love that song.
Oh, I grew up in the Kate Bush era.
Yeah,
I
because
grew up in the Kate Bush era, yeah.
You're older.
so I've known that song for a very, very long time.
Very hard to lip sync to, might I add. It's a very hard song to lip sync to. First glove reveal, mind you, that we've ever had, where
Mhm.
Selena Estes revealed another glove underneath her gloves. So yeah, like Selena, you'd been in the bottom a few times. You knew you were going home. I think if she lip synced against Lux, she still would have gone home. So Lux still would have been there.
Yeah.
But I think Lucy
Yeah.
shouldn't have been in the bottom.
No, I agree. But my favorite of the night was SASHA COLBY's baseball glove outfit.
Yeah, we get it. It's a SASHA COLBY meet and greet. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Just
I'm going to
love her.
mention Untucked. When Selena was like, "Why'd you say my name?" Like, just like,
Oh, that was that episode, right?
yeah,
Where fucking Lux decided to name every single one on there.
correct. Yes, correct. Yeah. Like, what
You
is
know,
she gunning for a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race? Like, fuck
yeah,
off.
she was like, everyone brings something unique except
Yeah.
I picked Lucy. Like, Lucy's basic.
Which I don't think Lucy is basic at all.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so either. But like, I laughed because when she got to like the third one, I went, she's name checking everybody.
Yeah. I think like
Like,
I caught a glance of Ross Matthews. He's kind of like
yeah, but he was living
Yeah,
for it.
yeah,
And I was
loved
by the
it.
end of it too.
Loved it.
But see, the thing was, like, everyone had their thing. Anitra just said a name, didn't give a reason, just went blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And but the one that got me was Mistress, who had the most realistic answer. SASHA, she's my
Yeah.
competition. I'm not giving you some pissy reason. My reason is right over there. That's the reason why I'm not going to get the crown and I need her gone.
Yeah, exactly. I totally respect that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed when Selena left, she had a bag on. Did you see the bag?
No.
She had like a side satchel, and the satchel was actually a massive
That's a bag.
fish. It was a big glittery
Was
fish.
it?
Yeah, it was actually really cool.
I'm
she
gonna
just
watch
had
it again.
Yeah, it was in Untucked, like when she was leaving and packing up her stuff and reading the notes. She had a big satchel on. It was a big salmon trout
I didn't notice.
looking thing. I didn't notice until I watched it a second
I
time.
didn't notice.
Because it was flat, didn't have anything in
Gonna
it.
miss her confessionals.
I know.
Gonna miss her confessionals though.
I know.
She had the best confessionals.
She did. She did have very good confessionals. So yeah, so we
Mhm.
said goodbye to Selena Estes, which I liked her from the start, and she grew on.
And then she did the dodgy mirror message.
Oh yeah, but that's in the next episode. They reveal that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying she did the dodgy.
Yeah, she did the shady.
But I read it when she was writing it.
Right.
You read it when they write it.
Yeah, sometimes I do, sometimes I
Yeah.
don't.
Bye, Selena.
Bye, Selena. You're gonna go far. You're funny. You'll be right. So 13. Teacher makeovers.
Teacher makeovers. Lux, you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. I'm just bursting it out right now.
This was
Lux
not my
did not
favorite
even
episode.
bother to, no, but Lux didn't even bother to fucking find out the teacher's name, I don't think. I know I'm going straight to the good stuff. We can get to the other stuff, but Lux fucking got the head turned away, cutting the fabric, not even fucking paying attention to, you mean I've got to actually dress somebody? Are you fucking serious? She should have been gone just for that. Just for that.
And can we say that the
Rude
cross halter
fucking
look?
Although she did make her teacher look like Jennifer Coolidge.
I think that was by accident, though.
Unintentional, exactly.
Yeah, like it was. Anyway, I want to talk about the mini challenge. So I got funniest mistress, smartest Lucy, shadiest mistress, hairiest mistress, steal things mistress, steal your man Sasha, sugar daddy Lux, queen going home Lucy, and then Lucy obviously won.
Yeah, well, she wasn't stupid. She voted for herself. She knew
She
they were all going to
knew.
vote for her.
Yeah, she knew.
She knew. Yeah.
Oh, well, we did talk about Salty Selena's message on the board. Which was
Yes,
like
I got what I deserved.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I do
And
love her
then-
exit though. I was like, you sure?
Yeah. But then she also called out Ross Matthews at a club gig
Thing
and said some not nice things
about him or to him?
about him and used the notorious FAG word,
Mm.
I believe.
She gonna get cancelled? Well, they're really allowed to call each other that. Well, they're not allowed, but they do.
But wasn't a winning move.
Not a smart move if you want to do All Stars.
Yeah.
Piss
I
one
think
of the-
she's just given All Stars the. Don't think it's going to happen now.
Well, in saying that though, RuPaul likes to.
But anyway.
Yeah.
So they had to make over some school teachers, and so Lucy won the challenge and has decided that we now count mini challenges in our wins.
Mm-hmm.
When they were asking how many they'd won, and Lucy was like, "I've had 2 main wins and 3 mini challenge wins," and even Anitra was like, "Are we counting those now?"
I fucking love Anitra. She's actually like the
She's the
secret
best.
shady one.
Yeah. She's like, are we counting those now?
But like unintentional shady. Like she doesn't mean to be, but she says something and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, that's shady.
Exactly how she sees it. She says it. It's great. And so Lucy got to assign the teachers. And Lux had the sheets. Lux had the sheets that Lucy assigned the only African American teacher to, incidentally, another person of color.
Also, what did you expect, Lux? You fucking called it generic last episode. You're fucking lucky you didn't get a dog.
Exactly. But the thing was, she's going, but I'm like the only African American here, and she's African American. SASHA is a native Hawaiian.
Yeah. Although
SASHA is a person of color.
I would help Lux out over SASHA only because SASHA's my competition. But you know what? I like SASHA's such a great person. I'd feel so shady giving her someone that wouldn't benefit her and then giving Lux someone who would. Lux can't paint for shit. She can't even paint her own face, let alone someone else's.
I still got a problem with that fucking Jesus Christ cross on the fucking bottom of the nose. I can't with it.
No. Nope.
I can't.
Nope.
No. But we saw that SASHA connected with her teacher straight away.
SASHA could connect with a mango. Like, honestly, she's the nicest person on earth.
And then I actually found
SASHA
an
for mayor.
episode of
President.
SASHA for president.
SASHA for president.
What I couldn't get over, I just kept I kept yelling at the TV. But SASHA's a person of color too.
Yeah, I was the same. I was like, shut up, Lux. Like, seriously.
Yeah, seriously. If you're as good as you think you are and you say you are, shouldn't matter the color of the skin.
And then I don't understand how Lux wasn't clocked for this swimwear look. While her teacher was not wearing anything resortish, like similar, and and then like she tried to put blue in her eyeshadow and there's no blue. Like it should have been a blue lining somewhere.
Yeah. But I will say that the lip sync for your life with the teachers was so funny. It was so cute.
Great.
And when they were bumping into each other, I'm like, oh, sorry. It was very, 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 very cute.
Anitra
It was good.
won, which
Yes, she did.
totally agree.
Yep.
Which puts her on how many wins now? Because she won last week. 3?
3.
Wow, okay.
Yep.
So
she's tied. In this episode now, she ties with SASHA, both on
Okay.
3.
The lip sync between the bottom two, which was Lux and Lucy. I watched this again.
It was a double eviction.
I watched this again.
It was a double eviction.
I have no words. It was shit. I have no
Lux
words.
overdanced it.
Lux overdanced it because she didn't know the words.
You listen to the song. Yeah, but she overdanced it. Like she did not connect with the song in any way, shape, or form. They
Nope.
both should have gone. That should have been the double elimination.
But it's not a Dance Dance Revolution, Matt. It's a fucking lip sync. If you do not know the words and the other person knows the words, they should win over you.
Correct.
I don't care about your track record. You need to know the words. What that tells me is that Lux was so confident that she was going to like be in the top or be safe that she didn't bother to learn the words. So they both should have gone.
Yep.
Or kept Lucy, because I actually kind of like Lucy. If she just it's too late now because obviously she's gone. But
if she just shut up, she was getting there.
She was just so in her head of I need to be perfect. I need to win every challenge. I need to and like just shut up. Shut your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if she just worried about not even worried, if she just focused on what she needs to do next, what's happening, not I should have won that. Oh, how did I not win that? How was I not in the top? Like Lucy, Susan, Lucci. Now you're out because you just overthought everything.
Yep. Yeah.
The lip sync for top 5 was fucking shit.
If they had have done the double elimination, then we would have had a top 3 and we would have been over one episode earlier and I would have been okay with that.
Exactly. It's gone on for ages now.
Yep.
Like I
This
would
is
say
RuPaul's Drag Race. This is RuPaul's Drag Race 6-month era.
I would say that I would never watch this season again.
I would, because it's got SASHA COLBY.
Oh yeah, okay, all right, whatever. But like the other seasons that I've watched a few times, I will never watch this more than once. I'm not like yes, I like SASHA COLBY, but I'm not a diehard fan. Like there's some people in the room.
She is captivating.
So yeah, now it's time. What was it time for, Cass?
You got a segment.
I got a segment.
You got to segment. Is it time for wait. Is it time for I mean, I've got a lot of anesthesia that's gone through me and a lot of drugs and stuff, but when I'm in my state of not being able to remember things and not being able to remember things that people do, I ask the question, what's she done be doing?
What's she done be doing?
What's she done be doing?
What she done be doing?
It's this week. What she done be doing goes international.
International. Who you got?
Juice box.
Juice box. Can you please refresh my memory?
Juice box. Okay, so Juice box is season 1, RuPaul's Canada.
Wow.
Yeah. She came in
that is
12th. And as Brooklyn Heights joked, she's the pork chop of RuPaul's Canada's Drag Race.
Juice box.
Juice box. So she's a gamer. She has 97.3k followers on Instagram. So she's
it's not bad.
Relevant.
It's not bad for like a Canada Drag Race person.
But I think her gaming gets her like her Twitch.
Yeah, okay.
Her Twitch profile gets people over to her Instagram. So how she got her name was, which you'll get this reference because I love this reference and I always refer to them as juice boxes. When Will and Grace and Karen when
they're babysitting,
Karen refers to wine as juice boxes.
To the juice box, yes.
And then she looked up juice box on the Urban Dictionary and it read a pussy full of cum. So she found it funny and she chose it as a drag name.
That's too good.
So she had been doing drag 5 years before competing, and she revealed on her Twitch streams that she got a sword tattoo during production for the show after getting eliminated, representing the sword she brought along for the filming of the promo. She's holding a sword. Anyway, she revealed in her Meet the Queen segment that as a child, one of her nipples was burned and it had to be reconstructed with pigskin. Yes, fun fact.
That would smell awesome when if she gets sunburned.
It tastes like bacon. So she revealed on the first episode of Canada's Drag Race that she had been sober for 2 years at the time of filming. But she said people consequently stopped going to her shows because she wasn't drunk. So yeah, I don't know.
Is she using that as an excuse to drink again?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It doesn't say that she's continued to drink again.
Okay.
She's in a Spice Girls tribute band named Spice Queens with her fellow Canada's Drag Race competitor Priyanka. And she's stated multiple times that if she'd made it to Snatch Game, she would have played J. Cool, Jennifer Coolidge.
Fantastic.
Hot dogs. Anyway.
Dumbass.
So, you dumbass.
I'm working on it, Zach. I'm working on it. You dumbass.
Oh, what I
fantastic.
have. So what's she done be doing for Juicebox? We followed her. I messaged her. She hasn't messaged me back. That's okay, because I messaged her and then it was only like yesterday. So I haven't really been super organized because I've been doing other things. But yeah, I have another what she done be doing for Saturday's episode because tomorrow is conspiracies.
I will endeavor to get one.
Oh, there's plenty of them. And yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
Now it's time for our local drag shows.
The Sydney local drag shows, we have Maxi Shield the 27th to the 30th of April in the Whole Tit and Caboodle at Fusebox Factory Theatre in Marrickville. Illawarra and Roxy Horror in Drag Queen Bingo every Thursday at the Illawarra Brewery at 7 p.m. Slayer on Saturday with Maxi Shield at the Oxford. Shows are at 8 and 9 p.m. Drink and Draw with a Drag Queen with the fabulous Wonder Mama the 28th of April at Drummoyne. We also have Kath and Kim Drag Bingo with Prada Clutch and Conchita Grande the 22nd and the 22nd of April at North Scammeret and the 29th of April at Wenty Leagues. I'm Queer, Get Into It, Thursdays 10 p.m. at Universal with Space Horse, Eli Crawford and Tina Bickey. The Melbourne local shows every Tuesday 7:30 p.m. Drag Trivia at Evie's Fitzroy hosted by Abril Latrine. Drag Bingo at Molly's Bar and Diner every Wednesday with Chef Miss J and Ruby Taboo. Balls drop from 8 p.m. And finally, we have Hey Henny at Circuit Thursdays from 9 p.m. with a different cast each week. This week's cast is Fembot, XYZ, Crayola, Valencia, and Eggs on Ham.
Thank you, everybody, for being really patient with this episode. I'm sorry, but I ended up in the hospital. So if you want to think anything bad about us, I want you to think about that and then think bad about yourself.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
Follow Juicebox Official on Instagram.
Yep.
That's it. It's Juicebox Official 2 X's. Sorry. Anyway.
Cool. Sweet. Yep. Please hit like and subscribe on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the little bell for notification. Pop that one in. See? This is what I did while I was in hospital, watch YouTube stuff, and I was listening to them. I'm like, we don't tell them to hit the bell.
I knew, but I was like,
yeah. Yeah. Don't forget
they're not going to hit
the bell.
subscribe. They're not going to hit the bell.
And hit like and subscribe.
31 subscribers.
True. 31. We got to 31. We're over 30. It's awesome. It made me want to cry. Yeah. If you're listening to us through a podcast platform, please leave a 5-star review. We deserve it because I've been in hospital.
Yeah.
You don't want to make me feel bad and give me 3 or 4 stars. I've been in hospital. I need a pick me up. I personally would really would, and this is going to sound really soppy, but I would like to thank the doctors and nurses of Ward 5C in Northern Beaches Hospital. especially the ones that looked after bed 7, because I was in bed 7. And my doctor in particular, Dr. Pincott, who was just fantastic. And it wasn't looking good there for a little while. And he made me feel a lot better just by his bedside manner. And the nurses were great. There was no nurse ratchet. There was a technically kind of not really one who kind of tried to throw me under a bus, but she was doing a job at the same time. That's for the next episode. But she was great too. They were all great. And even when I was feeling at my most down, because I was obviously missing my wife and my dogs and I just wanted to go home, they were there. So Ward 5C, Northern Beaches Hospital. Well done. And Hailey, I actually want to thank you for holding down the fort and doing stuff, because I was in no fit shape to do anything, and you did a lot of the dirty work this week. So cheers, love.
Yeah, it's not great. Wasn't great.
Mhm.
But we won't do it in the couple that's coming out. But next week, when we're back to filming normal, we'll talk through Drag Expo and what we're doing and all the stuff involved with that. And we'll give you a little bit of a rundown so you can come and see us, have a chat. I'm not very approachable, but I'm going to try. And maybe with the Botox.
I'll talk your ear off.
Yeah, like I'll look super happy. Or I won't.
Well, she'll look surprised to see you.
Yeah,
she'll be very surprised to see you on her face.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. But I'll talk your ear off. I'm approachable. I'm pretty easy to get along with. Just get it done. Come over. Say hello. Say how you doing. What you done be doing.
Yeah,
Say
what
that,
you
and
done be
we'll
doing.
answer it. Yeah. For every person that Hailey doesn't speak to, that's like 3 that I will.
Yeah.
So we just want to thank everybody for keeping up with us, and I'd like to thank the people who actually reached out and wished me all the best. So until next time, which will be filmed tomorrow, you're gonna hate us by the time we get back to regularly scheduled programming. Thanks for watching again. Bye-bye. Mwah. Bum, 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 bum.